Howdy all you Crittermanders out there, it's Patrick, your GM, introducing another episode of Cosmic Crit. A couple of announcements this week before we dive into this episode, so let's plow through them. Because this is the episode that the crew gets to Aurelos, gets to explore in that rock, and we kind of officially enter the endgame of Season 2. I'm very excited, so let's go. First announcement. We have another fan challenge for the month of October, and yes, it is a repeat of one that we did last year, kind of a guessing game of sorts. This month's challenge is Guess the Cosmic Crit players' characters for Season 3. As you know, after this AP, we are starting for Season 3, Attack of the Swarm. And we will have a brand new cast of aliens here on the show. So we want you all to guess what the players' classes and their base type will be. So that means, like, are they going to be a vermin-based species, a humanoid, magical beast, etc.? We can't have you all guess the race anymore because there are now over 100. And that is kind of crazy town to sort through. So, who will they be in Season 3? Get your guesses in over the next month. We'll have a link in our description here. And the person who gets closest to what we actually will play, and a couple of the runner-ups, are going to win a gift card to Paizo.com or to our merch store. The next announcement is some space, again, has opened up on our Dragon Master tier of our Patreon account. If you haven't backed on our Patreon, then we have several tiers from $2 all the way up to $25, and that top tier grants all the benefits of the tiers below. So, new bonus episodes, shout-outs on the podcast whenever we get a critical hit. And in addition to that, you for the Dragon tier Patreon class, you get to join in a Play by Discord campaign of Dawn of the Flame that I am GMing online. We're currently in book 2 of the adventure path, and it's very easy to join up, start playing immediately. I just want to take the time to thank all of our Patreon supporters right now, as you guys are helping us purchase better software, better hardware, and merchandise that we can have hand back out to fans. So thanks again to everyone that is supporting us and everyone that does so in the future. That is it. So let's get back into it. Let's dive into this episode. I'm excited to see how things turn out, and I think you will be too. So this is episode 105, entitled Crouching Goblin Hidden Azlanti.
Episode commencing in 3, 2, 1. Episode initiated.
Out here in the stars, they fought through bazaars. They instituted a prison break-in. They took to flight. Well, they won that fight. And now the enemy's boots are a-shaken. It's an Azlanti wasteland. Oh yeah, Azlanti wasteland. Welcome back there, gods and monsters, as well as deaf, dumb, blind kids, one and all, to another deeply probing question here on Cosmic Crit. This is your GM Patrick, the driver on this magic bus, because I want it. I want to introduce you to my 5 friends, a couple of kids who are all right. And who do I have here with me this evening? Who? Well, I really want to tell you. It's these 5 friends and players. To my right, the kids couldn't salt him because they tried. So he dropped a drone on them and they died. It's Tyler from Keithy with drone-itis.
Child murder!
And to his right, she's not trying to cause a sensation. She's just shooting with weapon specialization. It's Rebecca rocking Talara.
Rebecca?
I combined Talara Rebecca rocking Rebecca. Oh, that's your name now, Rebecca. Across the digital table, no one knows what it's like to be the large bear, to be the psychic bear behind blue fur. It's Miles with a win.
Good evening.
To his right, well, the Azlanti might not get fooled again. They most certainly will be tricked a few more times. It's Jabert bringing Bumfuzzle. Who? And to my left, he fights like a statue, rages against the machine, feeling with a blind fight, entropic striking clean. It's Drew running with Kaz.
Shepard will never forgive you for stealing my joke. You knew I was going to do it, and you stole it from me.
I can feel it coming out of your microphone.
All right.
I love the Beatles.
Okay, so tell me who this is. We're at the end. I don't know who. What band is this?
Who?
The Who.
I only got that because he said who,
which means circle gets the square, and that's gonna start.
Wait. Tyler, were you joking or were you?
No, I have no idea. I didn't know what he was talking about.
Yeah, there's some hard references in there, but
Have you ever seen a CSI?
yeah,
I have not watched this.
Whenever I make these intros, I spend like a good 20-30 minutes like going through some artists' catalog, and boy, oh boy, I really like the Who.
Yeah, that's some good stuff.
What's their like number one song?
Probably Baba O'Reilly.
Yeah, I mean they're very well known for the prog rock kind of like concept album Tommy, which they have performed as kind of like a rock opera. So Pinball Wizard is from that.
Yeah.
None of that sounds familiar, so I don't know if I've actually heard
Baba O'Reilly, Teenage Wasteland.
Yeah,
that was the song of the.
Literally play Bob O'Reilly, the first guitar bit or the first synth bit. You will know this band.
You will recognize this.
Heard it a million times, and
You may also have heard my YouTube parody about Star Trek called Baba O'Wesley.
No one has.
Well, consider this an advertisement.
I'm well versed in Drew's parody, so yeah, that would probably help me.
My Generation.
My Generation.
Oh, that song I do know.
So, about my generation.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I am aware of that song.
I was pretty proud of. She's not trying to cause a sensation. She's just shooting with weapon specialization.
That's pretty good.
I enjoyed that. All right, we got to move on from here, guys. It's been a while since we've recorded this podcast. We've been dipping our toes back into season 1.5 of the Drift Rider crew.
Who?
Mm-hmm. Oh boy.
Sorry.
And then we took some time off, and I feel like it's time to shake the rust off of these spurs, kicking into gear for an action-packed episode. You guys about to infiltrate the asteroid of Aurelos. First, before we get to that, we need to figure out what happened last time on Cosmic Crit.
You cannot run from your past or your mistakes. Nikithi makes peace with his previous misdeeds and prepares himself for a one-way trip.
Sedona breaks little Bumfuzzle's heart, but there's still work to do. We can't let these Azlanti goons get a hold of something as powerful as the Rune Drive. So, to Aurelos we go.
As we approached the asteroid, we were set upon by drones and more drones.
Quantity does not equal quality. While the crew was surrounded by a multitude of drones, the Phoenix Respite was too much for them, handily destroying the asteroid's defenses.
We land the Phoenix's Respite on a landing pad on the surface of a rocky asteroid and take an elevator down to Aurelos, Ulavestra's privately owned station inside the rock.
And yeah, that's where indeed we left off as you guys were descending this elevator into the black research site center on Aurelos. But this week's episode would start at the elevator landing, the doors opening, but we see that we are not on Aurelos. Oh no, we're not even in the NIS system. This episode begins far off in another facility in a near space system. And here we see a younger Wynn stepping forward from very similar elevator, passing by a sign in a psychic vision, we can tell now, that reads Astral Extractions Processing and Security. And there's a few arrows pointing towards a spider's web of connecting underground hallways and chambers detailed on a map there. When your team is assembled around you, you've got these Xeno-Warden acolytes that have listened to you, who thought that they'd take matters into their own hands and take on a large corporation by themselves. One of the youngest ones here looks a little unsure of themselves, a halfling named Zeker. Captain Wynn, what do we do if we get captured? What if one of us can't make the rendezvous point?
There is no surrender. There is only one way off this island.
I believe in the guiding light to show us the path, and with the light you've provided, Wynn, I feel like we can make this happen. Let's do it, everyone. The faces here of your former crew fade as you're surrounded now by Kaz, Bumfuzzle, Nikithi, Talara, and Sedona. 5 more friends that you've made in your adventures, and now in another life or death raid of a facility where your end can indeed be met around any corner. Not a lot of folks made it off of that mission, but what's one thinking about now when the doors to this elevator open up on this base?
I think Wynn's a little disquieted from the deja vu he's getting, and so he's prepared himself as a warrior, since this happened. So he has learned to kind of steel himself and try to keep his emotions a little bit in check, but he's also a little rattled. I mean, it's not something that he expected to experience. And so I feel like he's a little thrown off by the flash of memory, and so he's a little uneasy.
Does he have any kind of premonition, any kind of like gut feeling about this mission, this final do or die errand?
At this point with this particular crew, I feel like he still has that resolve. I think the resolve still wins over because with the way that this crew has functioned with him, he feels that they are more of a unit. There was a degree of amateurness to a lot of the kind of rebellions that he was attached to, the kind of cells when he was doing his little eco-terrorism.
Are you saying they were a little too green?
The green thumbs were green.
Just ignoring Drew.
We're talking about child death here, Drew.
Yeah, well, I mean, nothing makes me happier than seeing a child die.
I mean, they were just young acolytes within the Xenowarden kind of structure who, like any of those systems, they didn't want to wait around while, they saw ecosystems being absolutely uprooted, destroyed.
Right, but with this crew, I mean, they were all professionals in their own right, but they also have functioned as a unit for far longer than any of these people who would have ever been together. So he's still fairly confident in the people that he's with now.
There's been some tight scrapes, but yeah, no one here has died yet.
I mean, the fact, just thinking, the fact that they made it through the Azlanti prison, like we broke into an Azlanti prison and pretty much undetected for a large portion and got out and got away with it. Like
never been done before.
Yeah, I mean, so he's not overconfident, but he's very, very sure of if he's going to be in any do or die situation, these are the people that he wants to be with.
So when we actually last left off and you guys were getting in this elevator, Nikithi, you had keyed in the science level, which is just hundreds of feet below you. But this elevator stops, a good 20, 30 feet down. And yeah, it slows. The service elevator goes ka-chunk, very abruptly stops, well short of your desired destination. And the doors open up and you find yourself in what looks like a large maintenance bay. Fairly barren here. There's some tools and mechanical parts that you can tell kind of go towards what look like servicing large vehicles, perhaps the fleet of Clockwork's drones you just handily blew out of the sky. There's very large citron arrows painted on the floors and walls here, indeed pointing towards a set of double doors headed east.
This is not our floor. Kaz, can you hit the door close button and select again?
What do I need to roll for that?
I mean, what kind of equations do you do in your mind when you get in a regular elevator, Drew?
Is that athletics?
Yeah, it's to hit the right button.
It's a 26, so I think I do. I think that passes.
Why are you wasting these dice roll? 17 on the dice. Yeah, it does not seem to go any further. If you peek out, it seems like there is no elevator shaft. It just ends right here, which is very different from what you remember, Nikithi. Why don't you guys give me a perception check? Okay, all right. Everyone sees this, apparently. We've got a 23, a 25, Nikithi, 26. Nikithi and I believe Kaz and Talara. No, Kaz and Bumfuzzle, you're looking around here and you can tell indeed that it seems like fresh cement has been poured in the bottom of this elevator. It looks like the shaft here was filled in recently, as you see some very new looking kind of cuts and scrapes compared to the concrete around the base of the elevator, which is a lot more, kind of multiple times cleaned up, like grease stains and scrapes from what looks like boxes and things being taken off the elevator. But Nikitha, you don't really have any recollection of this place. You always went down to kind of like the science level or other parts of the facility.
I have no memory of this place.
Mainly because you've never been here, but that helps with memories if you have them to begin with.
Just let me use my Lord of the Rings memes and move on, Patrick.
Right. So what do you guys want to do?
Yes, we should probably step out of this elevator and see if we can find another way down.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't see anything else from the surface, so this might be one of the few entrances into the base.
Is the concrete actually wet? Like, if we step on it, will it? Okay. It's just new.
Oh, that would suck. The elevator goes down and makes that like sticky slop. Yeah.
I'm just checking before we go and walk on it and find out that we're stuck there forever.
No, it's underneath the elevator.
It appears that someone named Tom has written their name in this wet cement.
Oh boy. There's a set of double doors to the east, and that's about it here.
Can I stealthily peek through the doors, or is it just gonna like open all the way up when I sort of pry it open a little bit?
Yeah, no, these double doors will kind of Star Trek slide out of the way.
I stealthily Star Trek slide these doors out of the way
until they're open all the way.
Right, and then I can see everything.
Right, indeed. Opening the doors here, the air sucks out of the room behind you, but it does seem like there is atmosphere, thin atmosphere here in what looks like a large chasm, a rift in the rock, if you will. Before you all, you see a small walkway 10 foot wide that seems to stretch out over this chasm, and I will reveal what this looks like on the map. It's a chasm.
I just did that for suspense.
Walking forward, you can see that the asteroid rock here seems to be cut in some places, and if you look over the side of this small walkway, you can't see the bottom. It goes down into darkness past your 60 foot of dark vision. As you step forward, you can see out across this huge canyon, about 25 feet, is another walkway that seems to have an extendable bridge attached underneath it. Why don't you guys give me... Well, you can move out into this space and make a perception check here.
Nikithi's gonna hang back with Sedona until they get the go ahead.
Yeah, she's taking your guys' advice, kind of sticking towards the back. All right, so I think our highest here,
Bumfuzzle had 24.
Pretty good. Bumfuzzle, indeed. You do see a set of podiums on either side of this retracted bridge, on each side of the walkways, and attached to each, it seems like, are some very large hazard lights on the sides of these small walkways, and it seems like they are connected to the extension of this bridge.
So this bridge looks like it extends out and meets in the middle, and you can walk apart or walk across. Is that the idea?
Yep, it will indeed extend across, but yeah, these large lights will come on. In addition to what you see there is on the far side of the bridge what looks like a very large tower and gun emplacement overlooking this chasm. Pretty a huge artillery laser, kind of like built right into the side of the rock face. Very fortified looking bunker, about 10 feet to the right of the other side of this bridge. And above that, the gun emplacement is a small escarpment with another level of what looks to be a conning tower, a very thick polycarbon plate glass, sloped kind of outwards overlooking the bridge area in about 180 degrees of the top of this building. On the other side of the gateway, you see another set of double doors on the other side of the bridge. What would you guys like to do here?
Throw Bumfuzzle across the chasm so he can extend the bridge.
Well, there is indeed a way to extend the bridge on both sides. So,
I thought I heard you say it was only on one side.
Oh no, there's 2 podiums.
Oh,
but I mean, someone has jump jets, right? You don't have to throw the.
I don't know. I just figured fastball special would be the most cinematic way to do do it.
I mean, you can still.
I have jump jets
throw me
if we need them.
Throw me like 10 feet and I just fall to the bottom of the cavern.
I mean,
the first death on Wind's conscience. Oh gosh.
I mean, I'm not so much worried about extending the bridge. Can that gun shoot us?
I mean,
oh yeah,
it can, but
yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to take a look at the panel and I'm just going to try to examine it to see if there are any traps or anything like that. Or any defense protocols associated with it.
It seems like it will definitely cause some ruckus if you extend the bridge, as these huge floodlights on either side are wired up to go off as soon as that process starts.
I see. So it may just make a lot of racket if the bridge extends.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's see here. I'm going to reach into my pocket and I'm going to pull out.
Oh boy. Is it your pocket or is it your papoose?
It's my Gallifreyan fanny pack.
Yeah.
And I'm going to pull out a grappler.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to sorry, before I do that, is there like a railing here that I can like sort of wrap this around?
I will allow it because I would like to see where this goes.
Yeah, and I'm gonna
hold on. Before you do anything, what is the light level right now? So the floodlights are not on right now?
They are not, no. It's
is it dark or dim light?
I believe dim light here. There's a couple of smaller lights on either side of the bridge, but in the chasm, it's like completely dark.
Can I use my racial ability Fiendish Gloom to make it dark?
Yeah, that makes it dark around you, and it will plunge your side of the bridge basically into complete darkness.
Yes. Yeah, 20-foot radius around me.
Easily done. How long does that last?
1 minute.
Okay, so you got some time here. Bumfuzzle, what's the plan with your grappler?
I'm going to sort of shoot up at the rock above and then sort of swing over to this other thing.
Mm-hmm. Make a very simple ranged attack.
Ooh, 23.
I was really hoping that was going to be a 1. Make things a little spicier, but yeah, no, you're able to indeed grab a overhanging kind of like rock shelf and make a acrobatics to do some daring do and swing over the chasm.
20.
Yeah, easily done. For Lithe Goblin Operative.
Yeah.
So you're on the other side of the walkway.
Okay. Let's see. Is there anything different about this panel at all? Is there like any extra buttons?
It doesn't seem like it. No. But now you've got a better view over here. There is in the gun emplacements right here a small slit that is just open air for spotting the gun that is not protected by anything that you can see from this side.
Do I see anybody in the turret?
Make me a perception check. Ooh. While you are over here.
24.
It's hard to get a view from this angle, but you don't hear anything. You don't hear in this thin atmosphere any sounds. So
okay, is this something I could climb across, or is this sort of like a 50-foot drop between this bridge and the gap that I see?
It seems like with the map, it would be something that you can climb over. I think the main chasm is between the two walkways here. So
okay,
what's your climb like?
I have a +10 on this
athletics.
So I sort of make an okay sign of the rest of my team, and I and I'm going to try to climb across.
Well, I mean, you can take 10 on this. I should say if you want to spend some time, because we're not in any super danger, and it's not that difficult a climb.
Okay.
There's it's very pitted, kind of like craggy asteroid rock. Lots of handholds here, and once you get to this tower, it is a very smooth kind of defensive build. But once again, there's a giant gun barrel sticking out, which you can hoist yourself up on, and it will a bit of a squeeze to get in here. I think there's rules for this. One sec. I'm gonna go ahead and about 10 minutes into this episode, open up the PDF for the adventure. Let's get some rules up in this book. I've just been making stuff up this entire time. I don't know what this map's all about. Okay. Right. It is going to be a fairly difficult acrobatics check to squeeze yourself through this slit, but small creatures get a +8 bonus to this check. So,
goodness,
what are you rolling on this?
So this is altogether. This is +23.
Oh boy.
Oh, that's pretty good. So that'll be a 39 to get in.
Yeah, so it is one of those things you have to like put your fanny pack on your side. It's like jutting out, and
like deflate my helmet a little bit.
Say, obviously, your helmet is the last thing that comes through, and it's like right out the other side. But yeah, you find yourself in what looks like a very thin chamber. There is a hallway right outside this gun platform. You are by yourself, and a set of stairs leading up. If you poke your head out, there's indeed a door to the south, a door to the north, and these stairs leading up into what you saw from the outside looks like a spotter's tower looking out over this chasm.
Okay. So there's a spotter's tower up towards the north here.
That's the stairs leading up, yeah.
Okay.
Demarked on the map, full arrow going north.
Okay. I'm gonna poke my head out sort of at the rest of the group and sort of make a shrug at them, like,
all right, so once again it pops your head out. you all those of you with 60-foot dark vision can just see a little head popping out of the gun emplacement, but I mean you speak over comms, so
This place seems clear. You want to come across, or you want me to go check out that tower up there? I can just go see.
I think if we can get across without turning on the bridge and making a very large amount of noise, that would be preferable. But
all right, I'll go check. I'll be right back.
And I'm gonna pop my head back in, and I'm gonna go stealth up those stairs real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Just go take just take the quickest little peek.
Just a little peek. What's the harm in that?
What's the harm in a tiny peek?
The metallic stairs lead up to like 10-15 feet or so to what seems to be a very heavy reinforced steel door, locked with what looks like a pin system. There's like a little red light above the Azlanti letters. And while you're here, make me a perception check.
All right. 15.
Right. I mean, there doesn't seem to be anyone here that you can tell.
Well, I guess
no one in the hallway, that's for darn sure.
Well, that's good. Well, I'm just going to start picking this lock here, and I'm just going to do that and then see if I can look inside, see if anybody's up in the nest.
Mm-hmm. That is indeed, pick this in the PDF. This is indeed going to be an engineering check at the top of this stairwell here.
All right, I've got +4 to this, so 26.
Mm-hmm. There is like an angry beeping noise, as it does not seem to work. And just a moment later, make me another perception check.
Uh-oh.
for no reason whatsoever.
Oh no, for very good reason.
That was a 30.
Now you hear voices inside this room and says, "Who's there?" In Azlanti, of course.
I pull out a vocal modulator from my pocket.
Oh, From your fanny pack?
From my fanny pack, and I put it in.
And these credits, darn you.
And I say, this is Private Horsemonger, and I have a sore throat. I was just making sure you guys were following the rules, and you locked this door behind you. So good job, everybody, but don't unlock the doors. It's all cool.
Don't read anything into this, but I'm going to go ahead and get the initiative turn order ready. Make me a bluff check. Oh, that's pretty good.
24?
It's pretty good. It's not going to lie. It's not bad.
Private Horsemonger is a very influential person on this station.
I'm just going to roll a couple of quick secret rolls here. Don't worry about that one. So.
The Horsemonger family is known throughout the Empire. Yeah.
Even though he's just a private, people respect his judgment.
That's right. His judgment is well known as A+ judgment.
You're probably
keep it locked. That's what he always says.
You're probably talking to 2 lieutenants on the other side who are like, the balls on this guy.
Move Jabert's mini to a different part of the map here, and we are indeed going to see a different part of the map as the top of the tower is going to be visible to you guys now. The door opens up in front of you, Bumfuzzle, and you see what seems to be a Azlanti in kind of purplish armor, a weapon like a pike strung over their back, a rifle slung in front of them. This is what this area looks like. There's not one, there's actually a couple behind this person as well.
Oh no, I've done a bad job.
Oops. I'll show you what their art looks like. This is
wow,
a little different from what we've gotten before.
They're not wearing green.
They're not wearing green. It's purple, kind of more modular armor.
I like it.
A short cloak. Well, it can be yours for the low price of winning this fight. We are in initiative turn order now. Not a great start here, but let's see what happens. The initiative rolls. Anything can happen right now, guys. Roll yourselves in.
Patrick,
are we all
I'm sorry.
or is it just Bumfuzzle?
Oh, everyone roll.
Okay.
Did we rest before this as part of were we in the ship long enough to get a full rest?
Yeah, it took a 1 or 2 days, I think, to get out here. So you guys should be back up to full. Sedona can make sure of that. Alrighty, let's get it going a full speed. We are in combat at the top of it. Bumfuzzle, you can relate back what you're hearing or seeing here to alert your friends.
That's right. I just go. Admiral Horsemonger.
I'm the voice modulator. Quick.
I'm Admiral Horsemonger. Oh, hey everybody. Everyone should come across the bridge now. Oh, hi. I mean, I'm Admiral Horsemonger.
All right, make me 10 more bluff checks. Let's see how this works. No, I'm just kidding. We are in the top of the initiative order. For once, it's not Bumfuzzle. Maybe the Goblin's off his game here, being by himself. Nikithi is at the top with the
slug wins.
Yeah, I think I know probably what your action might be here. But
extend the bridge.
Oh, you don't want to try to jump it?
No.
Well, move on up to it. Go ahead.
Nah, I can just use my remote hack ability to do it. I don't need to move it.
Oh yeah, you can stay behind here. Cat's out of the bag. It's not too. Actually, no. There's no way to remote hack this. It is not like a wired
boo
remote system. You're gonna have to go up. Yeah, this is just like a button. I think on the bridge. Sorry,
he moves up and he pushes the button.
Yeah, no, this is not high tech at all. Dang. It seems like it's gonna be a while before this bridge goes over. It goes like. Yeah, it gets about 5, maybe 6 feet out before the end of this turn. I don't know if you want to do anything with Itis, but move her up potentially.
I mean, she could try to move and jump the gap. She's got climbing claws as well, but that's a big jump.
Right now, it's almost impossible.
Yeah. Nah, I guess I guess she'll just move up and be ready at the front of the bridge.
That brings us to Win next. Miles.
Let's see if I ever bought.
Those would be useful.
I thought I, but it looks.
Does it have to be some extra large jump jets?
Looks like I did not.
Oh.
So, I mean, I can't even get them, can I? 'Cause I can't see them.
Can't really see anybody. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing I can do.
Just hold on there.
Yeah.
That brings us next to Bumfuzzle, right in front of this guy.
Yeah, so I see 3 people here.
Yeah, you can sense a couple behind this dude. You've got like a little bit of cover from these other 2, but this one is right in front of you.
Yeah, I can see a bunch of legs.
Yeah. Let me show you. This is the door right here.
I see. But the dude opened the door while I was like sort of peeking at the lock.
Yeah.
I say, I told you not to open the door. This is a security infraction. Prepare to be punished. And I'm going to use my. I sort of like I press a button on my pistol, and like a big rubber hand comes out. And I just spank him real hard right on the butt.
Well, once again, you try to spank. Let's see what the dice say.
Let's see what it says.
Oh, Jabbird always trying to spank it.
I mean, you know what? Some people are bad boys and they deserve
Why
it.
do you need a spanking? It's that simple.
CR 17 or lower?
Well, we're not in like a mythic campaign yet, so that's succeeds
Right.
in the spanking.
So I spank this fool right on the bottom with a 27 on the attack.
Oh yeah, that's a hit.
13 points of spanking damage.
Yeah. Oh boy. What did you roll here on this trick attack? Like
I got 6 on the trick attack and 5 on the regular attack.
No, on the dice.
On the dice?
Roll it, yeah. I can never tell with your macro, but
I know, yeah.
is this a natural 20 on the trick attack and a 19 on the regular attack?
It was, let's see. I think it was a 17 on the trick attack. So.
All right, still very high rolls. What's the total damage here?
Total damage is 13 points of spanking damage.
Nice. All right, so first damage on the board. This one in front of you. Well spanked. That brings us back to Kaz, back on the other side of the bridge. Fight going on.
So Kaz is going to walk to the edge of the bridge,
Mm-hmm.
and then he is going to use a new move called the Leap of the Hobgar King, and activate his jump jets and jump all the way across.
I thought that was an item for a second.
I was like, I'm going to the Vanguard rules. I don't think this is.
I know. I was like, I've read character operations. I've read the armory, like back to back. I have no idea what he's doing.
It's just like it's like if I ate a sandwich and I'm like devour of the grain fields.
If you want to do a cool leap into the chasm and then activate the jump jets, you'll be able to get all the way to the doors.
Oh yes, that's definitely happening.
It's about an extra 10 feet, but you only got 30 feet of movement with the jump jets. That will be your turn, bringing us to it's our friends that we've met up here in the conning tower. Jabber, this one right on top of you. He's got his gun out. His gun ready. I think he will provoke an attack of opportunity. He's just going to try and shoot you with this odd technologically looking Azlanti rifle. So you can make an attack of opportunity.
All right.
If you want, not required.
All right. It's against a flat-footed KAC. Ooh, 26. That's a hit. 8 points of damage.
All right, so he's chewing on that as he shoots back at you here, and a line of fire escapes the end of his rifle, just lighting up the hallway, hitting the back wall behind you 5 feet. Let's see if this attacks. This is a flame rifle. Thwomp. What's your EAC these days?
It is 20.
Okay, 12 on the dice. That is going to be a hit. So,
Ooh, here's a flame rifle sound.
oh yeah, scorch him. torch him. This is only, though, for very low on the dice, 5 points of fire damage.
All right.
Just 5 points. You can handle fighting these guys for a couple more turns by yourself, right?
As long as they're shooting through each other, as long as they're shooting through this first guy and lighting that guy on fire too, I think I can make it.
Probably not. No, these guys are, they are indeed getting cover from this dude, but they're going to take their pikes out, which have reach, and they're just going to try and stabby you.
No!
So I'm going to make a couple attacks with them, one each, because they're going to take a move action and take those weapons out. Boom. Okay, first one, 17 on the dice. Even with full cover, that is going to be a hit. And the second one, 9 on the dice. That is going to be a miss. So the pike coming through. Tactical pike is, once again, a very high-tech Azlanti looking thing. It looks like it's got like a electrified, honed edge. Is doing more damage than that flame rifle. Thank goodness. Oh, boy. Almost max here. 11 points piercing damage.
Ooh, all right.
And that's going to be their turn, bringing us to Talara. Oh, no, Talara. What did you roll on initiative?
A natural one.
Oh, boy.
Go me. I know. I got it out of the way, though. Yeah. So nothing but 20s from here on out. So I am going to use my jump jets, just like Kaz did.
Mm-hmm. So
to get across the bridge.
Run and jump across this chasm.
Yep, run and jump. And can I take another move action, or does that take up?
That's going to be 2. But like I said, you both can get to these doors all the way.
Oh, okay.
If you're making a leaping, cool jump. It's only extended about like 6 feet out on either side. So there's still like 15 foot or so of.
And are these doors locked?
It does not seem like it. I don't believe they are. But it will take a move action to open those up. But we're getting back on to turn 2, and yeah, now they have fully extended. It's about halfway the bridge at this point. So let's call that about an 8-foot jump. Nikith, we're back to you.
I just want to pass this along to people who are better at puns than I am, but Drew plays Kaz, and he just jumped a chasm, so there should be something there. Feel free to drop it in #episode spoilers and make the joke that I can't. But Nikiti is going to sit around and wait for the bridge to be connected. But Itis can probably make that jump.
Okay, is that something you want to try for?
Yeah, that's exciting. I have a reroll left, so I feel that's athletics, right?
Jumping is indeed.
Oh, okay. And I feel like 8 feet is not too bad. So, and she's got a running start now.
Very important, yes.
Very, very important.
10-foot running start, very important to these.
She has a 10-foot running start. She's going to make the leap. Here she goes. And I've rolled a 15 on the dice. I think that's going to do it.
Yeah, okay, yeah. 8 foot is DC 8, right? If you got the speed.
Yep.
Okay.
So she leaps across, and then she'll just continue her movement to get behind Kaz and Talara because she needs them to open the door.
Mm-hmm. Win, we're on to you.
I mean, I would imagine 8 feet wouldn't be too difficult for Win.
You've got a running start here and a good amount of movement. The DC for this is equal to the number of feet you're trying to jump if you've got a running start.
Okay. So DC 8.
DC 8, right?
Acrobatics.
Athletics.
Ooh, natural 20.
Oh, with prestige there. Okay.
So like he does a little somersault and lands on his
The other side of the bridge is like, ka-chunk, ka-chunk.
He does the hero landing.
Yeah, just for our listeners, because I feel like this is important. If you thought that Win had a lot of points in athletics to make that an easy dice roll, he didn't. He had a +1. It was a 21.
Yeah, no, this was a really stupid thing for me to do.
That was a very scary jump.
Lucky.
It was a heroic thing, and I applaud you. Sedona is going to wait for this bridge to extend. I didn't even add her in the initiative roll, but she's like, you guys are insane. Bumfuzzle, we're back to you.
All right. I'm going to I see that everything around me is on fire, so I'm going to pull a ripcord on my pack and set off one of those like one of those volleyballs that they throw into a fire, like a dumpster of fire, and it puts out the fire.
Just a regular volleyball, right?
Regular volleyball is what I mean. Yes. So I pull a ripcord and a volleyball explodes on my body, and it puts out fire and also creates a daring distraction as I whack this guy, and I'm gonna move back.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna pistol whip. Here we go.
Oh, bong.
Ooh, CR 11 or lower.
That'll succeed.
All right, that was another 19 on the attack.
Another super hit.
Yeah, that's going through.
And so that's going to be 19 points of bludgeoning damage to this guy.
19?
As a Bumfuzzle fist just sort of comes out of the smoke and punches him in the face, and then you see like the little tips of Goblin feet as he scampers a little bit down the hallway.
Okay, well, he's dead. He's very dead. Now, you can move after you attack with a trick.
Pretty sure that's how that works, yeah. You can either move before or after.
I would like...
You want to stop and look it up real quick?
I would like to look this up, but mainly because I want this to happen so I can attack you with attack of opportunity from these two blokes.
Oh, because they have reach.
Yep.
As a full action, you can move up to your speed, whether or not you moved. So I think
you can then make an attack with
right. You can then make an attack. So what I'm trying to figure out, I
was about to say, is there an ability that allows you to
that's what
shot on the run?
That's what I'm trying to check right now.
That's what I thought, but.
So what I picked up is mobility, and then I was planning on picking up later spring attack, which would let me move before or after. So
can't move then?
So I
think you could have moved and then shot him, but I don't think you could pistol whip him and then move.
Yeah, but shooting would be around the corner then, so.
I mean, he can poke his arm around the corner.
Oh, right, yeah. So I could move then shoot, or I could attack, but I couldn't necessarily pistol whip and then move.
It looks like the movement, unless you do have indeed some ability that allows you to happens first and then the trick attack. So you'll be back in front of this dead dude, but I don't get two attack of opportunity.
Right. If you choose your attack before you move, okay, yeah. So that's still. So yeah, I have uncanny mobility, but that would just protect me against the person I'm attacking. So I don't think that would. Yeah. So I think I'm sort of stuck in the hallway here.
Yeah, but like I said, I don't get those attacks, which means end of your turn, and we're back to Kaz in front of this door.
All right, so you want to open the door and go through it and try to get up to where Bumfuzzle is.
Sure, and I'm going to reveal what looks like a pretty rocky, craggy room here, built into the side.
What the is that thing?
There is indeed along the northern wall here, what looks like a Azlanti cargo loader. Just kind of unpowered against the wall. This is the receiving bay, indeed. It looks like you see Azlanti construction equipment that has cut into the stone walls of the asteroid. They're barely hewn. There's a metallic staircase leading to a higher platform and a set of double doors leading south, and this small door towards the south that does indeed seem to go towards where this tower is. Feel that right there. So you've got a standard action you can still do.
Well, I haven't moved, so I haven't moved too, don't I?
Opening the door is going to be a move action.
Oh, well, lame.
Yes, it's going to be a little bit to get to your friend's aid.
Is this thing that's glowing right in the square in front of me a camera, or is that a light?
There are indeed cameras up on this bridge. Right now you are bathed in darkness, though, around Talara. So if someone was looking through them, they might see some shadows moving across.
Rebecca, how far does that extend?
20 feet, 20-foot radius around me.
Mm-hmm. So this entire side of the game plank.
All right, I'm going to move to this door.
Okay. And that is going to bring us back to these two guards here. This one around the corner is going to step up a guarded step here to you, Bumfuzzle. I'm gonna make a single attack, and the other one's gonna make a single attack too, because I don't trust his double attack capabilities through his friend. So 2 attacks coming at you. Okay, 11 and a 6 on the first one. So that's the one that has stepped up to you. Not great. That is going to be a miss. The second one, because it's +4, it's an effective 7 on the dice. Also a miss.
Yeah, I was just sort of put my feet up against the walls of the door, the hallway, and I sort of like jump out of the way, like, aye!
Arriba. Bumfuzzle jumping out the way. The volleyball tactics seem to have worked. Yeah, actually, this one's got to try. He's got to try something here. He's going to try and move past you, to acrobatics past you, which, what's their acrobatics capabilities? Are they, they're not terrible, but they're not, actually, no, their dex is their best score. That is surprising. Okay, let me make a roll and see what happens here. I've got to beat your KAC plus like 8 to get through. So he's not able to get through his buddy here. So that's going to be their turn, and brings us back to Talara.
All right, can I move up to the door that Kaz is standing in front of it, open it, and then continue my movement, or no?
Unfortunately, no. That's going to stop you, but you can move like right onto that square, get the door open, and you hear now, coming from above you as this door is open, the sounds of a fight happening above you.
Okay.
Specifically, you hear Bumfuzzle shouting, "Aye!"
Sedona's gonna just hold with Nikithi until this bridge is completed, and then she'll move across with you. Nikithi, top of turn 3, we're back to you. The bridge is formed.
The bridge is formed. Yay. Well, I guess he's going to give Idis, he's going to give a move action over to Idis so she can take a move into standard. So he's going to just start crossing the bridge. So he gets about halfway across it because he's very slow. Idis is not very slow, and I believe if I'm counting my squares right, she can get right behind Bumfuzzle.
Is that something you want to do?
Yes. Well,
how much movement?
A really tiny hand.
How much movement does she have?
60 if she takes a double move.
Yeah, she can just get up there.
Yeah, my biggest worry is if I jam her into that tiny
5 foot
hall,
wide hall. Yeah.
I mean, then what's Kaz and Talara gonna do? I mean, Kaz, but I guess Kaz can't do anything anyway because Bumfuzzle's in the way.
Kaz can jump over Bumfuzzle. Acrobatics, baby.
It's not Bumfuzzle. It's the 2 guys. Where are you going to go? There's 2 guys you have to get through.
I got acrobatics checks. I can use another leap of the Hobgar King. It'll be great.
Yeah. I guess Idis is going to move towards like the base of the stairs and just wait.
Okay. Then that will bring us to Win next. These doors are opened, but your natural enemy, 5 foot wide hallways exist here.
And so this docking loader thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's very much like the thing that Eleanor Ripley jumped into at the end of Aliens and destroyed the Alien Queen. Spoilers for a movie.
Cool. Is it unmanned?
Rebecca hasn't seen that movie.
Yeah, well, otherwise it's spoilers after I gave the plot away. There's nobody inside of it right now. This thing is, I believe, made for medium creatures too.
Oh.
You're just not in the correct world. It is.
This game isn't friendly for big boys.
This is a pretty basic set of powered armor, something we haven't seen a lot on the podcast before, except in some enemies, but it is indeed a cargo lifter, and it is large sized. Actually, now that I'm reading it, I don't know if there's any rules for large versus smaller medium creatures for these things. I think you can pop in this bad boy.
Yoink.
Yeah, there's nothing in the rules that say a dog can't play basketball. And
well, I'm flummoxed. Let the dog have a jersey and get him out there.
On
Air win.
It is going to be a full action to get up in that thing and to cram your furry arms inside of it.
What am I going to do right now?
I was about to say. Well, I can tell you what you're going to do for the next turn or so is look up the powered armor rules.
I'll get right on it.
No, I'm Miles, because he's slowly putting himself inside. Excellent. That brings us to Bumfuzzle back at the top of the stairs fighting these two. These two that have not been hit yet. What do you want to do, Amber?
Let's see here. I'm going to. I think I might move away from these gentlemen and sort of come around the corner here, and then just point my pistol out and shoot at them. So from the fellow in front, I'm so confounding. He doesn't shoot at me, but the guy behind him can still wail on.
Potentially hit, but once again, fighting through his buddy here. Let me give it a try. Nope, 8 on the dice. That's a miss.
Oh boy, oof, I'm getting lucky here.
I would like to roll above a 10 sometime.
So I sort of when I jump down off of the walls, I sort of land on my feet and I squat down, and a little object comes out from behind my shirt, and, and then I turn around and I run away real quick, and I presume the two of them sort of look like, they just crap on the ground.
What is that thing?
No, it's a little stink bomb, and then it goes off in their face.
What is Major Horsemonger doing? Is this a test?
Horsemonger, come back! You forgot your.
What?
That was the sound of the.
Your
stink bomb.
Sting bomb.
Yeah.
Sounded like he just ran out of breath.
I cannot wear. I can't get into this.
Why not?
It says that if you are the cockpit of powered armor is to befit a person wearing heavy armor.
I forgot you're wearing heavy armor. Yep, sorry. You start to put yourself in it, and it's like
straight on my little tushy.
Clonk, clonk. Yeah. All right, let's see this trick attack. What you got, Bumfuzz?
Is the person CR1 or lower?
Oh, thank goodness, no.
Okay, well, then
thank goodness.
EAC 16 or lower.
Oh, you failed at both. Wait, no, EAC?
Yeah, EAC.
Oh, son of a B. That's a hit.
Ooh, so 10 points of that'd be thunder. Wait, sonic damage.
You've been slapping people so long. Okay, 10. Wow, that's still pretty good, even without the trick. When you roll max damage. Alrighty, and Kaz, back to you. Okay. Doors open for you.
Okay, and this is the staircase I need to go up to get up there?
Yes, indeedy. What's your movement these days?
30 feet.
Yeah, I don't think you'll be able to get to this first Azlanti with just that, but you can get right in front of Bumfuzzle, I think.
Right. Her?
Yep, with a single move. So you're about... there's a 5-foot space between you and this next Azlanti, who's got his pike ready.
But he's got reach.
Does indeed.
And I don't have a standard action that I can use. So I'm going to guarded step forward.
Oh, okay. So, not provoking from that fine gentleman. But it is their turn now. Bring it on. I'm going to try for this guy in front. Couple attacks against Cat. 2 attacks. Fishing for a certain number. I won't say which one, but I've rolled one of them. Boy, a 12 on this first one minus 4 is probably not going to hit, but the 19 on the second attack is definitely a hit. You're taking some damage from the pike. Roll this d8, and it is 8 points piercing damage. And the guy behind him is going to do the same thing. He's going to try and stab. Try and stab. Oh, I rolled a toot. A natural toot on the dice. So definitely doesn't. And he's going to try and move past his buddy and you. I've kind of rolled super high here. I'm realizing I think it's like a 30 acrobatics. Bang. Nope, does not make it. Can't move forward. Can't really provoke here. So that's their turn. Talara, Rebecca, we're back to you.
All right. I don't really want to go in the tiny hallway, but there's not a whole lot I can do to help out here.
Yeah, no, it's a hallway fight. Classic.
So just for fun, because I have nothing else to do, I'm going to walk up to Itis and bless her with my, what is it called? Shifting Surge.
Okay. All right, shift and surge, Titus. And boy, Sedona doesn't have too much to do either. She's gonna pop right behind you, Rebecca. It's like I didn't need to jump to get over here. No one's super hurt here. She doesn't have a lot she can do, and she doesn't want to get in anyone's way, so she's going to do nothing with her standard. And that brings us to the top of turn 4. Nikithi, back to you.
Idis is going to move up the stairs and pass. Oh, but before she does, Talar, did you change the element into anything?
Do you want me to?
Sure.
I was thinking maybe acid would be fun.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you changed it to acid, and again, she kind of whirls her tendrils around happily, and then she uses the acid to corrode a little heart in the ground, and then she bounds off up the stairs and takes aim, trying to. Now she's shooting past Kaz. Unfortunate, but that is the way small spaces go.
Mm-hmm.
And let's just try and not roll a 1.
Now, this will provoke with a ranged attack with their pikes, but the way I've been rolling, I would say don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's okay. I just want to. This is a really bad fight. I don't want it to be prolonged.
Let me make the pike attack. Okay, 16 on the dice. I think that's going to be a hit against KC.
Oh yeah.
So is provoking and stabs Idis for all near minimum. I think I told Kaz wrong on a previous. I think that was 8 points of damage against Kaz, and this one is 7 points of damage.
You told me 8.
Okay, I was reading. I was like, I forgot what I had written down here. That means it is Idis attack time. Go ahead and give me that roll.
Here we go. I've rolled a no.
Oh no.
What'd you get there?
It was supposed to be an 18
on
the dice, but it rolled across to a 5.
Well, you've got 1 reroll per book, so if you want to make that right now, you can turn that 5 into an 18, maybe. I'd say that's probably not likely, but
Idis will just she sits her rump down defiantly, upset at her performance.
And we are back to Win, saddened that you can't climb up inside.
I can't really do a whole lot of anything.
Yeah, you can't even see the enemies for get 'em funds, sadly, here.
Wynn's just going to look longingly at this little loader here.
Yeah.
Wishing to get in there.
Well, you can take off your armor and just shimmy in.
That's not happening.
You can look at your team that's handling the situation really well without you, and think back to the beginning of the episode where you're like, I hope they don't die. And now you're like, go team, go.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm just going to sit back and watch the show with Idis, share some popcorn with him. Unsalted, of course.
You mean Nikithi?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Well, they neither like salt. Bumfuzzle, back to you, peeking out around this corner.
All right. Yeah, so it's a little more crowded up here, but that's okay by me. I'm going to do a good old trick, and I'm going to use a charge out of a grapnel to stick a mirrored ball to the ceiling here and cause a bunch of lasers to sort of shoot all over. Oh my. Very distracting to the person in the front. And then I'm going to shoot him with my pistol.
I feel like we've seen the laser ball gambit before, but let's see if it's going to be effective here.
A triumphant return.
A triumphant return. Let's hope. Yeah, CR 12 or lower.
Oh, success.
16 versus flat-footed KC. Ooh, through some cover.
Through a couple of friends here, so flat-footed KC. We're going to -4 this bad boy. Full cover. That is just a miss.
Oh, no.
Goodness gracious.
So no flat-footed then.
Not for everyone else. Nope.
All right.
The trick attack was so much damage.
It was a lot.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
It was so much.
But don't worry, it's Kaz's turn, and he's got this. He's got these 2 guys in front of him. Drew, what you got going on?
I have to do a little bit of a different gambit. We are going to try to strike out with a bunch of pressure point attacks for a dirty trick.
Oh my.
Dirty trick.
Versus EAC.
That is indeed a success.
Oh, right. So we are going to hit this cat with a Versite Tidal Lock. They are entangled. They cannot move, run, or they move at half speed. They cannot run or charge. They take -2 to AC, attack rolls, initiative checks, any dex-based abilities. And I earn an entropy point.
It is their turn. This one is going to guarded step away from the door that you've just blinded. Not all the way out of your reach. But he's going to get out of the way for his friend that can actually see.
Step up.
No, I'm sorry. There's a wall there.
Oh, there's a wall?
You can step right onto this dead Azlanti.
Then we're going to do that. Step up.
And you can make an attack of opportunity because this guy is going to pull out his flame rifle and make a shot.
Entropic Strike.
Let his pike fall to the ground.
He used his reaction to step up, so if he wants to use another reaction, I think he has to spend a point.
Oh, yeah. But I can do that once a day, so why not now?
You want to...
There you go.
Okay. You can only do it once per day, a second reaction.
Yeah, I think that's a daily thing, but...
Okay. Go ahead and make that attack
I'm itchy
first.
to get in this fight, so...
Yeah.
28 to hit.
Oh, that's a hit.
For, sadly, 11 low damage. Let's do acid damage.
Okay, yeah, it doesn't seem like anything special about his armor. It is falling away like anything else hit with your acidic entropic strike. This guy is going to make a line attack, though, against Kaz and an Idis, who are standing in this line with the flame rifle. So making a single attack, and I rolled a 4 on the dice, so we don't really need to worry about anything. It stops at Kaz. It burns his chest hairs, perhaps, but does not continue on to our friend Idis, which is how line rifles work. I don't think we really played around with too many on the show, but you roll once and compare it to all armors in the line, but if ever doesn't pass one, if it hits like a tank, say at the front, like Kaz, it stops. I've rolled a 17 on the dice, so that's. But Entangled also does promote some negatives to hit as well.
It's penalty to AC, attack rolls, reflex saves, initiative checks, dex stuff.
Basically everything. The 17 on the dice, though, is going to be a hit, so he will hit once with the pike and minimum damage. So 6 points of damage. And we're back to Talara. There's some space here. You can hear some fighting going on, Rebecca.
Talara's gonna turn to Sedona and be like, well, hope they have it handled up there. That's all I can do.
You just hear the sounds of like...
You don't want to summon a demon at the bottom of the stairs that could walk up the stairs?
No, I can't. Because, I guess... Because I have to have line of sight to summon it, and it takes a full round anyway. I feel like between the three of you, surely you can take these guys down.
Yeah, between half of this party, you got this.
Yeah, right? Between the three of us, yeah.
Sedona says the same thing. She'll ready herself kind of at the bottom of the stairs to run up if things go haywire. But she doesn't. She just saw flame spurting out at the top there. She's like, I hope they're okay. Turn 5, Nikithi.
Nikithi's gonna walk over and take a look at this cargo loader, and he's gonna think to himself, I wonder if I can remove the battery from this and sell it when we return from this mission. Meanwhile, back at the battle, is there... Idis has climbing claws. Can I climb over everybody? I mean, I know I'll provoke attacks of opportunity. I'm not trying to get around that. I'm trying to get around the acrobatics check for you.
It will... Well, if you don't care, I'll allow you to climb up over them. If you don't want to... if you don't care about the attacks of opportunity. And you can... if you have a normal climb speed, the same as your movement speed, you can get basically anywhere in this room. Just one of them has their pike out at this moment. So it'll be one attack of opportunity.
I think my climb speed is only 25 instead of 30 feet, but I think that still gets me wherever I really want to be.
Yeah, basically. I mean, the room is 20 by 20, so it's pretty small.
Okay. Let's provoke that one attack and then drop down behind the entangled soldier.
Oh boy. Okay, so this is the one that is going to try and stab at Idis with a pike. This attack roll counts. A 13 on the dice is going to hit.
Yes, it will.
Thankfully, a little higher damage. 11 points.
Right. Drat. But that's okay. Was the pike guy the guy who just took the attack, the one in between?
Yes, between you and Kaz now.
Okay. Since he can't hit me again, let's try to shoot him at point blank range this turn.
Okay. Is Idis better with the mouth cannon than claws?
Yeah, 18 against. Well, it's EAC. 18 against EAC.
Oh, that's a hit.
Oh, 7 points of electric damage.
All right, this one's not looking too good. It's been hit by Bumfuzzle. She has been hit by Idis. And that is going to bring us back to Win in the room with Nikithi.
They're munching on popcorn and
Is it the plate spinning all over again?
oh no, we're more like just taking notes and making comments on everyone's skill. And
Do you want to just continue adventuring elsewhere in the facility by yourself at this point?
I mean,
that's what I did.
we can
Wouldn't hold it against you.
Maybe Nikithi is pointing out different elements of the cargo loader that he can change for Win.
just pop on some light armor. You got this.
If they bring it back, because I think we should just bring this back with us for sure.
oh, I mean, like anyone else can pop in here,
Yeah. Well, actually, yes, we can. No, I don't think anybody is proficient in it, so we take a ton of negatives, but we can move around in it. That's fine.
So surely that's not the only thing over there. Is there anything else that you can be looking at?
In this area, you can start to look around. It looks like a lot of just kind of like very quotidian base supplies and building materials and things like that on first glance.
I would like to open up anything that has a green light attached to it somewhere.
Right. Nothing else really, it seems, of value to you except this fully charged, I should say, suit of cargo lifter. Let's move on with this fight and continue to Bumfuzzle on this turn.
Alrighty, let's see here. Idis has moved in and is providing some pretty sweet support. And Bumfuzzle feels inspired by Idis. Is going to move in as well and is going to sort of run around the corner, jump between these two Aeon pikemen.
Now this is possible because Kaz has kind of opened up the door, stepped in front of it, and now there is indeed a diagonal you can move through. I see what you did here. I see what you did.
I'm diving right through between them, and I'm gonna roll and then come up on my knee, and then my knee light comes on and shines up in this guy's face.
All right. Bumfuzzle has never said anything about a knee light before.
I've always had a knee light.
I'm not sure if this is canon whatsoever.
Knee light. Knee light right now, baby.
We're gonna let this trick attack roll determine if this is canon.
It's a new feature of the holiday 2019 Bumfuzzle action figure, knee light.
Right. Patrick, is this a kaiju of epic level or less?
Is this the highest CR in like the AA1? Yeah. No, a CR 20 or lower. I think that's a 20 on the trick attack.
That's gonna do it, I believe. A 18 versus flat-footed EAC.
Oh, that's a hit.
All right, that's gonna be 18 points of damage altogether.
And this is the one between Kaz and Idis?
Yeah, I was just gonna point it right up at this dude's chest and just blast him with my sonic damage.
Oh yeah, and he crumples to the ground, very dead after that. Single massive attack doing almost as much damage in one blow.
And then I give Idis a high five.
Kaz, we're back to you. Just the single guard left.
All right. You know what we're going to do right now. Single guard left. We're going to do double entropic strikes.
Oh, boy. Oh, jeez.
Here we go. Strike the first.
Use some low rolls here.
Ooh, that's an 8. That ain't going to do it.
Natural toot. Thank goodness.
Toot. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Is this the wheels coming off the train?
And that's an 18 to hit.
Against CAC, that is indeed a hit.
For 14 points of acid damage.
14. Oh my goodness.
Pretty good.
Oh my goodness, indeed. This guy is still alive. Ooh, he's not doing great.
doing really bad and not provoking any attacks right now. He's going to drop his flame rifle, pick up that pike again, and as he's doing it, shine his knee light at Kaz and try to stab him. Oh no, I've got one too, maybe.
Joke's on you. I'm immune to knee lights.
Let's see if this D20 agrees with me on the knee light itch. Ooh, 17 on the dice. That's gonna be a knee light. Oh no, knee light.
Knee lights.
And max damage, 13 points piercing. So he stabs you right in the side.
Yeah, baby, you know what that means.
Entropic point.
Another entropic point.
Blood is trickling down this guy's face. You see acid eating away at his armor. Talara, it's your turn. You're having a good time with Sedona downstairs.
Yeah, Talara heard another thud as the second guy fell, and things seem a little bit quieter. So she's gonna sneak up the stairs, see what's going on.
And kill Steel. You see a very
kill Steel.
you see a very weak Azlanti guard fighting Kaz.
Kill Steel Lara.
That would be amazing. All right. And she's going to try. She's going to give it her best shot.
100% gonna happen.
It's never happened for me before. I'm not holding out hope.
Oh no, your demons have definitely killed you.
No, my demons earned their kill.
Okay.
Talara has not. Okay, static arc pistol.
All right, let's see what happens here.
That's a 12.
Oh my goodness, what a miss. What a miss.
I told you.
I'm
She wants to be cool, but she can't quite do it. So.
Don't worry, Sedona's gonna come up the stairs behind you and do the exact same thing she did.
Sedona kills Steel.
Steel Sedona.
Let's see what the dice say. 17 on the dice.
Oh no!
A Corona laser rifle bolt sears past your ear and ends this guard. Pyong! Falls to the ground dead. We're out of combat.
Steel Dona.
I didn't roll the damage because this guard
Should have
had
left you in prison.
one hit point left.
And 1 hit point. I think that should still count for me.
Nope, that's on the book. Sedona's first kill.
No!
We are out of combat, and yeah, there is some nice tech on these guards, these soldiers. Make a culture check. I'll tell you if you can realize what these folk are. These 3 that you've killed. Oh my goodness! All right. Another natural 20 here.
Yay.
I sneezed because Bumfuzzle seemed to understand, so that's why I only got a 19.
Oh my goodness! A 17 here. You guys, have not crossed the paths of these folks before. These are Azlanti Rune Wardens. They are like another tier of military soldier, kind of like a homestead guard, whereas the Aeon guard are like out exploring the universe. So, and you see etched on their armor something you saw in the Condis, something you saw in Golta, which is the imperial seal for House Ulavestra. These are, from what you can gather, like House Guard.
I gotta say, that Ulavestra has a much better sense of color than the other Azlanti.
Purple and green, I don't know. I like those colors for some reason.
Purple is better than green, though.
Oh, okay. Well, let's fight about it.
I think.
on these 3, as I've stated, there are as well etched into their weapons. You can see now kind of fading away what look like magical runes. So there's some kind of mystical power that these folks had. But on each of them is a flame rifle. There's a standard petrol tank on each. They have a tactical Azlanti pike and a set of hidden soldier armor. I'm not sure if this is armor that we've come across. I believe this is light armor. It is kind of the Azlanti version of... Ooh, no, this is heavy armor. Pretty bulky ceramic breastplate. It's +3 EAC, +5 KAC. And on each of these are infrared sensors attached as a armor upgrade. Down below, Bumfuzzle, you think, now that we're out of combat, you can probably take this... this is I believe a Corona artillery laser off of this turret and just take it with you if anybody wants that. And yeah, we found this suit of armor. You guys can join back up and
Yeah, what do you say now that fight is done?
We cooked their goose.
Wait, is that what you're looking for?
That is exactly what I was hoping someone would say. Yes.
That's right. Azlanti are like associated with geese, right? So like that's like relevant.
Yeah,
to the...
geese lanty. I mean, that's a very common term.
yeah, geese lanty. That's what they call themselves. Yeah.
Patrick, is there? Oh,
I was gonna say, yeah, we should remember where this armor is and come back for it later. But what do you think? Like up this set of stairs here to the west, or down south past the turret to the south? I would say down to the south.
I think down south. I would agree with that. And Patrick, how would navigating 5-foot spaces with the cargo loader be? The powered armor.
It's same thing. It turns you into a large base, which means you're gonna have to squeeze to get anywhere. And yeah, right now, because you guys aren't proficient, I think you're only moving at half speed, which is half speed of the armor itself, which is 15 foot. Which means if you're squeezing any spaces with this thing, moving a quarter of 15 foot or 3 foot.
Wait, if you're squeezing, it's a quarter of the thing, right?
Yeah.
So it's like it's not going down like several rounds for you to get through.
Yeah. Bumfuzzle, if you're going to this door to the south, you can grit your teeth, get your guard up, pull that weapon out, and as you pop the button, it is indeed opens up to a small toilet.
I walk inside and I check it, but then I shut the door and lock it real quick. And then I stay in there for just like 3 minutes.
Well, I was about to say, does anybody need to take a 10-minute rest?
I've been taking about an hour rest.
This episode rest.
Kaz will take a 10-minute.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Nikithi will walk over to Talara, and Talara, you see Idis has a pretty nasty mechanical wound.
I cast Mending. You're welcome.
So 1d4 hit points back.
Yeah, is that 1d4? It is.
I believe so. And then I haven't actually had to heal her in so long. I think I get a quarter of her.
Not the best. That's a 1.
I mean, hey, every little bit helps. That's all I'm looking for. So I get a quarter of 50 back. Because her max hit points is now 50. So.
Oh my. Okay. Oh my, indeed. Right, so you guys continuing on, you're going to leave the cargo lifter behind and move up to this other set of double doors, aka Wynn's best friends, and head onward south. Alrighty. This indeed opens up to a long corridor. Heading south, there are a couple cameras on either side of this hall.
Can we disable those or do that sneaky trick with them where we loop them?
You can try. It looks like they are just within range of one another. So as soon as you open the door, this one at the far end will probably have caught you already.
So we should just like book it. So are these doors leading off to both sides?
Hold on. Can I shroud us in darkness again?
This area is within the base pretty well lit, so that's only going to reduce it to dim.
Okay.
Dim light.
So are these doors that are coming off here to the sides periodically?
Nope. This is just a long hallway going straight south, about 30 feet or so.
All right, I'm just going to book it across the hallway and just
open up this next set of double doors.
Yeah, just try to stay in the hallway for as little as possible.
Alrighty, and reveal a bunch of space here.
Room to move around.
Yeah, it's a large area, finally. This area, walking into this next corridor, opens up to a large cavernous room dominated along the southern wall with 3 towering power reactors. There are hallways leading from here north, as well as a set of double doors headed west, and what looks like a personal elevator here, kind of like in the center of the room. It's heading down. There's a small computer terminal next to reactors as well. Nikithi, now this is a part of the facility you do recall somewhat as you've been marched through here, and you know that the scientists of the facility were quartered down that elevator shaft in a space known as the Science Dormitory. And as you're confined to quarters, down there until they moved you up into one of the, or down into one of the labs after some of the human scientists complained about your slime. But yeah, you do know that area fairly well, having worked here years ago.
I will pass that along.
What do you think, Nikita? Should we check out these doors over on the west side, or should we head on down the tube?
I think we should check on the doors to the west side. This facility, it is already apparent to me that the facility has changed much since I have been here, and being thorough is only going to help us be careful.
Of course.
There's actually a small door here in front of Wynn to the west, and a set of double doors. Opening the small door. Oh, you found another bathroom, folks.
All right, well, I'll be right back. I'll see you guys in about 10 minutes.
Needs to take a 10-minute rest. Bumfuzzle's doing some chemical warfare on this laboratory. Right, so you want to head to the west, opening that door. Oh boy, this is indeed opening up to another, now a huge corridor.
That's what I like to hear.
Almost 70 feet long, to another set of double doors, and it looks like it breaks off going south from here as well. So it looks like it continues further on into the facility.
Bumfuzzle walks the full speed right over to the corner, and then looks down that corner.
It looks like it breaks off into another smaller hallway here. You see a door to the south, very end of a short 15-foot hall.
All right, I'll wave everybody up. What do you think? Just try to like go door by door here.
Are these cameras?
They are indeed. There are a number of them in this level of the facility. You guys are probably making some pretty interesting reels. some reels of a giant bear walking down a hallway and a goblin, some kind of weird dog.
Jabber, to answer your question, I think open the double doors. I mean, just try the doors as we come to them.
Yeah, I put a tiny little blasting charge in the double doors, and then I hit like 5 seconds, and I blow it open.
Okay, it's like a puff of smoke.
Yeah, it's not like a big boom. It's just sort of like a little like flag drops down that says like open.
Oh goodness, it's so loud, the puff noise. Yeah. Right, so
yeah, guys, I found a pantry.
Sadly, no. This is, oh boy, moving in my notes too. So in this next area, as the doors open, you see dozens of crates, boxes, kind of tucked into rocky cracks in the wall here. Beneath what seems to be a catwalk and a few sets of stairs leading up into this larger chamber. This room above you, about 30 foot tall, about 15 feet up, right across from you, there seems to be a door exiting to the west. And the catwalk continues upwards towards some pipes, some maybe ventilation, exhaust. 30 feet up from the floor. As you're stepping forward here into the room, you hear above you just clank, clank, clank. It's the sound of a very slow set of boots on the metallic catwalk far above you, about a full floor from where you're standing. Obscured here, you see a figure in the dark, his customized set of Aeon guard armor showing many signs of wear and tear. He looks down at you all, rifle in hand, obscured by the grates and the darkness up there, and calls out in a very gruff Azlanti voice and says, Well, if it isn't the Gulta 5. I know I was hoping you would be as dumb as the holovids made you out to be and try to break into this facility. I must say that seals you as this sector's worst criminals.
No one talks to Marble Horse 7 like that.
The voice modulator stuck. Right. Going back now. The name is Specialist Evandrian, and I can't believe I was lucky enough to get here a day before you all. Come on out, let's see you.
Evandrian, do you have any family left in the Empire?
One might say that. Kaz, isn't it? It's good to see you again.
Bumfuzzle visibly pales and sort of drops his gun and looks over at Kaz like, this is the very first Bumfuzzle's hearing about this.
Same with Win. Win's like, okay.
Right, yeah, exactly. I point my gun at Kaz.
Do not worry, my friends. I am only concerned with who we need to inform of this fool's death shortly.
It's what you're going by, right? You're calling yourself Kaz.
It is my name. It is what I have put myself behind.
I don't know what your story is, but we were all very interested to see you on the security feeds at Gulta. I looked you up afterwards. We had you on record as MIA after that little space battle. We assumed you had died out there. What are you doing fighting against your own kind? Huh?
If you are missing action, we can make that happen now. Prepare yourself.
Oh, I'm going to see you hang for your crimes you've committed against this empire.
The only crimes have been committed by the Empire.
You have spilt your own blood and you don't even know it. You all are hereby enemies of the state, and as such, must suffer some consequences.
Win just whispers to Bumfuzzle, I have no idea what's going on.
I'm a little confused myself. Can I just like you stick close by me, all right?
Oh
We're
boy.
gonna get through this.
He cocks his rifle, looking down at you all and says,
Oh God, kill him first.
Get ready. It's time to be continued. Oh, guys. Evandrian's one of my favorite characters. I cannot wait for this action next week.
Yeah.
Oh,
By the way, Talara and Nikithi are way in the back, like way far away from this, despite the fact that we're the ones who are most in the know about what's happening.
Well, I think
You
what's
guys are
so
out there
funny
playing
is like,
checkers.
yeah, I guess it makes it funny because like, Win and Bumfuzzle have like no idea whatsoever, so they are so confused right now.
Oh, yeah. No, I knew going into book 3, stuff was about to hit the fan, as it were.
Well, I feel like Talara would be turning to Nikithi like, you told him to tell them, right?
Like, oh, yeah, for sure. But like,
I mean, I
told him.
did.
But he didn't.
I did. No, I mean, technically, I did tell him to say, but that was months ago, and I don't think he took the advice very well.
Let's revisit this fun start of the next episode next time when we come back. I think you guys are going to have fun with the next episode. I know I'm going to. But until then, guys, thanks so much for playing with me.
Thank you, Patrick.
Thank you.
It's nice to get back into the swang of things. Everyone out there, thanks for listening, and we'll see you all next week.
Thanks, listeners.
Bye,
Yeah.
everyone.
Good night.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of Cosmic Crit. This episode has been made possible through a sponsorship with Roll20 and the backing of our Critamander fans on Patreon. Thanks again and have a great week.